Hello, it's Amy McDaniel here, founder of FBA Footprints, and I'm here with an Amazon FBA seller quick tip. This tip reveals a method for minimizing Amazon's inventory placement fees as much as possible. One of the biggest challenges that we as FBA sellers face when creating a shipment of products to send into Amazon is that we have no control over where Amazon tells us to send our products. Amazon offers two options when it comes to where to send your FBA inventory. The first is called distributed inventory placement, and under this option, Amazon creates the shipments based on where it feels it can fulfill those products in the quickest manner. It's great for Amazon customers, but it can be a big pain for FBA sellers. Ideally, we want Amazon to create one shipment for us to send all of our products to, and we want that shipment to go to the nearest fulfillment center to us. We all know that this minimizes shipping fees. However, we also know that this often does not happen with the default distributed inventory placement setting. So Amazon offers a second option to FBA sellers. This one is called the Inventory Placement Service, which if chosen will generally create one shipment for most of your standard size products. Now there are some limited exceptions. Oversized products and a few limited categories such as apparel, shoes, and media will often be grouped into different shipments. But for the most part, when you use Inventory Placement Service, all your standard products will fall within one shipment. But even better, with this option, the fulfillment center chosen is usually one that is close to you. I have found that it is not always the case that it's the closest one to me, but almost all cases it is one that is still pretty close by, 1 or 2 states away. And this is great because it means your shipping costs will be lower and your products will get to Amazon faster. The downside, however, is that Amazon charges a per unit charge for all products that you have in an inventory placement service shipment. As of the making of this video, it is 30 cents per item for a standard size product and a very expensive $1.30 for an oversized product. These fees can add up to some serious additional charges if you are sending in lots of product. In the midst of the Christmas season, we'll often have shipments that have 200 to 400 items. Just taking 200 items, sending it through inventory placement service will create $60 in extra IPS fees. Let me show you how you can minimize your IPS fees and still get most of your items shipped to fulfillment centers that are close by. First, you start the process by sending all your standard size products to FBA under the default setting, which is the distributed inventory placement setting. Now, when I say standard, you want to separate out your oversized products as well as your media, apparel, and shoe products. We're just looking at general standard items. For example purposes, let's say we send in 200 standard items and we're in Virginia. So when you get to the page which shows the shipments created, you will likely find multiple shipments. Using our example, the shipments may look like this. Shipment 1 may have 127 items sent to a Virginia fulfillment center. Pretty good in our state. Shipment 2, maybe there might be 61 items that are going to a Tennessee fulfillment center. Still pretty good, just a few states away. And shipment 3, the remaining 12 items may be going to a fulfillment center that is in Arizona. Not so great, way across the country. At this point, you want to save and continue so that you can maintain all the shipments that were created. The second thing you want to do now is to delete the unacceptable shipments. In our case, we'll accept the Virginia shipment and the Tennessee shipment, but we'll delete the unacceptable one, which in our case is the Arizona shipment. Now, before deleting, it's really important. You need to make note of the actual items that are in the shipments being deleted. In our case, you'll want to make note of the 12 items that are in the Arizona shipment. Third, you're going to now go back into your Fulfillment by Amazon settings by clicking on the Settings tab. You'll change the inventory placement option to Inventory Placement Service. Fourth, build a new shipment with the previously deleted items. In our example, it would be the 12 standard items that were in that Arizona shipment. Amazon will likely create one shipment for all these items. In some cases, the shipment created will be for one of the same fulfillment centers of your existing shipment. In other cases, it might be a totally different fulfillment center, but in most cases, it will always be one that is pretty close by to where you're shipping from. So at this point, you either want to add it to an existing shipment or accept and save the. At this point, you can now move on to packing and sending your shipments into Amazon. And the great thing is, by following this approach, you save a significant amount of money that you would otherwise have to pay Amazon in inventory placement service fees. You pay only $3.60 on the 12 items and not the $60 that you would have had to pay if you sent the entire shipment in using the preferred inbound shipping options. At this point, you can follow the same process for your oversized items, and then if you sell apparel, shoes, or media, do the same thing with each of those categories. So there you have it. With this quick tip, you can save a lot of money by minimizing additional inventory placement service fees owed to Amazon. Hope you found it helpful. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Thanks.